everyone, this is TJ with Robinhood Coins, and today we're hunting 2 boxes of nickels. We're looking for buffaloes, war nickels, arrow coins, anything to add to our collections, and we're still trying to fill up these folders for my daughters. We're also looking for something really good for the Robinhood Coins giveaway for this video. As always, to enter the giveaway, just comment on the video. We'll use a random comment picker to pick the winner. So with that, let's kick it off with these rolls first.
I was on my first roll and I already found a 1941.
What is it? Is it a Denver or plain?
Plain.
All right, but it's still an oldie.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. My little helper's working on her second roll and she had another find.
1 year below. It's a 1940.
Let's see if it has a mint mark.
Nope.
No mint mark. It's a Philadelphia, but it's still a 1940, so we will take that all day long. I'm working on roll number 15, and I found my first oldie of the night. It's a 1949. Let's check out what that mint mark is. We have a Philadelphia. Got to love the 70-year-old coin. I will take it. And here's a couple side finds. We had this really nice looking 1969 San Francisco. Got to love that. Those of you that have watched the channel for a while know that I really like San Francisco mint coins. And that goes with a decent looking 1968 San Francisco we found earlier. We had this 1954 Philadelphia. We had a really worn or maybe out of the ground 1958 Denver. We had a 1955 Denver that we'll look for the D over D at the end of the hunt, and we had a couple of 1957s. We're on roll number 19, and we have another find. I bring you back in because we have another oldie. This time it's a 1948, and it's a Philadelphia. We also had over the past several rolls our first 2009 of the box, and normally I get a couple of these per box, so we're about halfway through. That's the first one. Little slow on the 2009s, but that's okay because I got a bunch of those. This is roll number 24, and we have another oldie. This time it's a 1946. Let's see, again, Philadelphia. We have not found a single 40s with a mint mark, but still, we will take it. That's the 5th 40s for the night. As far as side finds go, we had a 1955 Denver again, so that's 2 that we get to check for the D over S, and we had a better 1958. I say better because that one we got a little while ago was pretty dirty. But also, it looks like we might have another oldie back here, and it is. It's a 1956. It's not a 40s, but we'll check it out. Looks like a Denver right there. I'm on roll 29, and this time we have a 1946 Philadelphia. That makes 40s number 6, all Philadelphia. We also had over the past couple of rolls this 1954 Denver as well. Look at this in that same roll, and this time we have a 1940. Got to love the 79-year-old coin. Oh, and we have a mint mark. It's a Denver mint mark. We will take that all day long. It's not a low mintage or anything, but it's a heck of a lot better than the Philadelphia. Oh, this is great. Roll 33 is going to produce our first 30s of the night. It's a 1939. I've already seen the back. It's a Philadelphia, but it's still old, and we will take that. Man, it's got some extra gunk on it, and it's got a lot of post-mint damage on the back, but we will still check it for the doubling just in case. So there's actually 2 DDRs to look for on the 1939 Philadelphia. The first one is in the word Monticello, and it is pretty severe doubling, so you can probably still see it even with a coin this worn. I mean, it may be tough and you might not be able to, but there's a good chance you will because it is that strong. But then the second one, it's a slightly different variety, has really, really strong doubling in 5 cents. And that one, if you look at the picture in the Strike It Rich with Pocket Change book that I use to look for errors, The V right here almost looks like there's two V's. Like there's a shadow or a gap in between this leg right here, this end that is doubled. So I think that you would probably be able to see that doubling even if the coin was this worn. Roll 34 produced another 1949, and it's a Philadelphia as well. So that makes two 1949 Philadelphias on this hunt. Oh, this is cool. Just a few coins later, and it also had a 1947 in the same roll. Very cool. It's another Philadelphia, common, and I think it's the first 47 that we've gotten of this box, but we will take it. That makes 9 1940s so far in this box, and we still have 16 rolls to go. Roll 38 is going to give us another 40s. This time it's a 1946, and I already saw the reverse. It is a Denver. That is very cool. I want to say this is somewhere in the 40s, 40 million minted versus the Philadelphia, which is over 100. And so that makes 1940s number 10 plus the 1939. So that's a pretty good number of oldies, and we still have 12 more rolls left. I'm on roll 43, and I have an oldie. I know it's an oldie because we have an S mint mark on the back, and that has to be either 50s or 40s or earlier. So let's see. And it is a 40s. It's a 1941. We will take it all day long. That is cool. Finally starting to get some of those 40s with some mint marks. We're on roll number 49, and we have another 1940, and I already checked it. The reason I turned the camera on is because this is a San Francisco. I looked at the red book, and it's 39 million minted compared to the Philadelphia 1940 of 178 million minted. So at least it's the San Francisco. Several rolls ago, or a couple rolls ago anyway, I had this 1940 Philadelphia, but I didn't record it because it was the second 1940 Philadelphia of the hunt, and it has such like 178 million minted, so it's not uncommon. I was tricked by this a little bit. I got this one, and at first I thought maybe it was a clipped planchet, but it's not. Look at all that wear right there. It's just post-mint damage. So I still have yet to find a clipped planchet, but that was kind of cool. We are working on roll number 50. It's the last roll luck, and man, this is exciting. I am 99% sure we have a dated buffalo right there in the middle. Let's see what it is. All right, let's see what it is. Oh, this is great. It's a 1935. Let's see if we have a mint mark. It does not look like there's a mint mark. Man, you can see the date very clear. It's a young one, 1935, but still, that is great. Look at that. I've only found 7 buffalo nickels in almost 30 boxes of nickels that we have hunted, if not more than 30. I know it's around there somewhere, but I counted recently a couple of days ago, and it's only 7 buffaloes. So this is buffalo number 8 out of roughly 30 boxes. Man, that is awesome. Well, I just finished up roll number 10 of box number 2, and over the past several rolls, we had a lot of duplicates. That's why I didn't record each one. We had this 1940 Philadelphia. We had a 1941 San Francisco. Hopefully you can see that mint mark well. Then we had a 1957 Denver. We had a 1958 Denver, as well as a 1959. I believe it was a Denver as well. So, all repeats from box number 1, but we'll keep going and see what we find. I had just finished up roll number 15, and the very last coin is this 1939. I got so excited I had to check, but it is just a Philadelphia. Both the Denver and the San Francisco are low mintage, so always excited to check that one. We will check it for the double die reverse, but still very cool to find a 1939. Second one of this hunt. First one for this box. Also, over the past couple of rolls, we had a 1949 Denver, which is the first one we've gotten on this hunt, so that's cool. And this one got me a little excited. 1951 Denver. When I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, is that the 1950?" But 1951, still very cool. Lower 20 million minted, so it's not too high. And then we had a 1959 Philadelphia as well. Holy cow, I am working on roll number 19, and we have another 1939. It's a Philadelphia, but still, 2 1939s in one box is more than I normally get. Very cool. I'm working on roll number 29, and we have a 1948, and it looks like a Philadelphia. I think we got one of these in, or two in box one. But we also had this 1955 Denver, which makes the third 1955 Denver of this hunt that we get to look for that D over S. And then we have this 1956 Denver that we also found recently as well. We are on roll number 44 of box 2, and we have our first foreign. Look at that one right there in the center of the screen. Let's see what it is. All right, we will jump right to it. This looks like something I do not have. It's a 20 pence. Very cool. Let's see. Elizabeth II. 20 pence, and the year is 1993. I really like these different designs, like the different number of sides instead of a circle. Very cool. Then also over the past several rolls, we also found this 1952 San Francisco, and I'm pretty sure that's about, I don't know, 19 or 20 million minted, which isn't like a key date or anything, but lower than a lot of them. And then just a bunch of other 1950s, and then we also had this 1949 Denver as well. Oh, this is exciting. My wife is over next to me, and look what she found. We have ourselves another buffalo. All right, so here is that buffalo, and it has a clear date. Let's see if it has a mint mark. It does not look like it, but we'll check it under the scope. But I'm pretty sure there's no mint mark there. But still, very cool. I have not been finding buffaloes very often, so to find one per box in 2 boxes, that is really good for us as of late. We also found over the past several rolls this 1940 Philadelphia, as well as a 1939. It's another Philadelphia, but still, that's the third 1939 out of these 2 boxes, which again is more than I normally get. So very, very cool. All right, so we are all done with the rolls, and it's time for the overall wrap-up. Man, that was a really fun hunt. We had a lot of oldies and a good variety of oldies. We ended up with 11 2009s. I'll keep most of them, but there's a few that are pretty ratty and beat up. I'll send those back. We had 3 of the 1955 Denvers, and we looked for the D over S error. None of them had it. We had a total of 27 of the 1950s. 21 were really common. And then we had these 3 right here that they're not key dates or semi-key dates, but 19, 20 million. So I just wanted to show those. 1953 San Francisco, 1952 San Francisco, and then the 1951 Denver right there. And then as far as the real oldies, we had 4 1939 Philadelphias. That was great. None of them had the DDR, but it was still fun to look for it. And then we had a really good variety of the 40s. No war nickels. 42 is a transition year, and then 43, 44, and 45. Didn't get any of those. but got almost all the rest of the Philadelphias. We had a 1940 Denver, 46 Denver, and two 49 Denvers, 1940 San Francisco, and then two 1941 San Franciscos. So overall, a really good variety of the 1940s. And then we had that Queen Elizabeth II 1993 20 pence coin right here. Very cool. Not sure if I have that already, but either way, really enjoyed finding that. And then I found this 1935 Buffalo nickel. It is a Philadelphia, no mint mark. And then my wife found the 1937 Philadelphia Buffalo nickel as well. So super cool. Not very often that we find buffaloes. So my little helpers and I need those buffaloes for our collection, so we can't give those away. So I went to our previous finds and I found this 1944 San Francisco. It's one of the wartime nickels, has 35%, I believe it's 35% silver content, and we'll throw that in with these other coins as the Robinhood coins giveaway for this video. One of them is the 1951 Denver that we just found. I think it's 20 million minted. The 1941 San Francisco that we found, as well as one of those 1939 Philadelphias that we found. And so as always, to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is comment on the video, and we'll use a random comment picker to pick the winner. Well, I hope you enjoyed this hunt as much as we did. It was a lot of fun, had a lot of good finds. If so, smash that like button, and then don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like our content, and hit notification bell as well, so that way you don't miss any videos or giveaways. And with that, we will see you on the next hunt.